And we got bananas in chat from Surprise T, Gundro, Winnie T Ford, and Talbar. And now the bananas have gone off the top of the screen. Y'all are excited again for some more Hermitcraft, right? Don't mind me, just hanging out here. Just hanging out here today. We got some pre-stream, in-between stream stuff as well. In-between streams, Anisha, Large Money Banks, Thalaractus, all subscribing. Even had an in-between stream donation from Painter Man, saying, I think your HUD display, X, Y, and Z and time is fantastic. Just what suits a slow old man and makes things easier. I have a question though. Would it be possible to add this block light level to the biome you're in? Thanks. That is not possible in vanilla Minecraft. You'd have to use Optifine to do something like that. Daft Ninja 18 is here resubscribing for 11 months. The Mr. Unorthodox is resubscribing for 3 months. Rick Z, I'm going to call you Rick Z with an X instead of an I. Jeez, I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I appreciate that. We also got Jesse Davis X and Anna Banana 37. Thank you ever so much for your subscriptions, peeps. Truly appreciate the support. And we got Sunny Spacecraft resubscribing for 4 months in a row. Thank you ever so much, Sunny Spacecraft. And we got Defense041 resubscribing for 40 months in a row. Goodness me. Goodness me, it's an emerald face. They're going to keep rolling in, peeps. We also got Callum Fight. Did I finish the job? I finished the job. I finished the job. Callum Fight is here resubscribing for 23 months. Incredible support. Thank you ever so much, everyone, as always. I truly do appreciate it. Frank the Goat says, Villa's going up, Villa's going up. Do you support the Villa that is Aston? I didn't get to watch that game. I've been so busy. I've been such a busy bee. And speaking of being a busy bee, there was going to be an episode of Hermitcraft coming out today. But I found out that I'm actually going to be having a day off on Thursday after all. Plans keep changing and all of that. And then I realised that means that I'm off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I need to get stuff done, right? And I'm in the middle of recording another episode. I'm recording the one that is after the one that's yet to go out. So to make sure the Hermitcraft episodes keep rolling in, I decided, hey, I'm gonna just do this as a stream then, and so y'all can have some streams and I'll keep the videos coming in. So you're seeing me do stuff in the episode after the one you haven't even seen yet. To make it extra confusing, you know? Extra confusing is what we want. And we've got a noise in the ear. It's Cap the Dragon doing the cheers, throwing the bits, hanging out with us, Mr. Laying Down X today. Cap the Dragon says, throwing some bits your way because it's my birthday and I want to give you money. Isn't it supposed to work the other way around? Cap the Dragon, thank you so much for the cheers and the bits. I appreciate you supporting the channel that way. And of course, have a wonderful happy birthday. Can we get a round of happy birthdays in chat? Let's make those Twitch servers think it's going to explode. Or that it might think it's its birthday. The Twitch server might be thinking, oh, everyone's saying happy birthday to me. No, Twitch servers don't think. We've established this. Right. Enough with the goofiness. I've left the rest of my means to make more black terracotta down at the bottom. I have a bed, though. And there you go. Cap the Dragon with the arms in the air. Everyone's saying happy birthday. Wonderful stuff, peeps. Wonderful stuff. Hope you have a wonderful birthday, Calf. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sure we've got many other things to do. Ian Dacabro is here doing the cheers, throwing the bits, saying good evening, X. I'm going to build a Bumbo on Il Mango's Skyblock server. Maybe ask before you build one of those. I'm not sure building them just anywhere is the best of ideas. Right, let's... Oh, no, 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 I was supposed to get the things. Jeez, okay. Off to an amazing start as always. Ian Dacabro, thank you as always for the cheers and the bits. I appreciate your support. Hope you are enjoying the live stream. Hope you're enjoying it. The stream that is live. Right, let's fly back up there. We also have Stray Paragon resubscribing for 11 months. Thank you ever so much, Stray. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Maybe I'll see you next month for a Goldie face. One of those coveted, elusive Goldie faces. Actually, I think those are reserved for the emerald faces. Okay, so I need to do the same thing I was doing a moment ago up here at this level. Oh, I like this song. This is one of those ones that's been used in one of the Evil X episodes, I'm pretty sure. Kinetica is here, Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Did I get it right? Kinetica. I think I got it right. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I don't think the noise has come through on the screen yet, has it? There it is. See, I was ahead of time. For once, usually I'm late. For once, I was in front. David says, Python's area isn't really making any progress, is it? Now, Python's not playing at the moment, but he did say he's going to come back on later on in the season and finish it up, which is cool. And, you know, maybe he'll get some inspiration from over on this side, because we're throwing up the towers now. I mean, now it's 4-3, right? Or 4-3 and a bit. 4-3 and a bit. Python, I'm winning. You've got to tell Python to come on. Well, no need to tell him. I've already spoken to him about his area. Yeah, he said that he was coming on later in the season to finish it. Or at least that's what I remember. Tone Block says 800 views. I'm surprised the chat isn't flying at the speed of light. Chat is well behaved. Chat, did you know that you are well behaved? Freak Burrito is here, resubscribing for 25 months in a row. Freak Burrito, thank you ever so much for 25 months of support. Incredible stuff. Do appreciate it. I can't believe we're still going. Yeesh. I mean, all these years, eh? It's just come to be that this is what I do, you know? And I love it. It's amazing. Always look forward to this. And, I wasn't looking forward to a stream today because the plan was to stream tomorrow and then that would be my stream until the weekend. But I realised that Saturday morning I'm needed and basically I wouldn't be able to stream to Sunday, so I thought let's keep the streams rolling in and let's do my best to keep the videos coming in as well. So trying to be super productive and doing another recording thing. Oh yeah, and after this stream, later on in the stream, I might end it early and then record a video while streaming, so y'all can just type along in chat and say stuff. It's gonna be related to well, it sort of is related to Mumbo's video. It's not related to it. So Mumbo put out this tier list of farms, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great video, a great idea, and I thought I fancy, like, you know, having a look at all the different farms you can make in the game and making my own list. So after the stream I'm going to be recording that because I have very little time in which to record it, so I figured let's do it on stream. Let's make it part of our stream time, make it fun, share the experience, all that kind of stuff. Take my rockets with me. I've always got my rockets with me now. We've got noises in the ear from the Bear Games, resubscribe for 2 months, and Oak Burger. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you to the both of you for the support. Truly do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy today's live stream. Didn't Iskal weigh in on that too? Yes, I saw Iskal put out a video about it. Didn't have a chance to watch it yet. I saw it was a short one as well, so I kind of guessed. I figured what he would have done was made a joke with something to do with Darite. That was my guess. But, Kinetica is here with cheers and bits saying, you got my name correct. Well, that's fantastic because usually I get them totally wrong. So it's good to know that I didn't derp up there. And thank you so much for the cheers and bits. I appreciate the support. And I hope you enjoy today's stream. What's the joke? It was a joke about ice. Oh, okay. Shadow says the cobblestone and ice. I saw Mumbo put a cobble at like the top of his farms. I was like, nah, not for me. I'm going to try and make it a little bit clearer what my preference is. But in trying to define how I would rank the different farms that I realised that I kind of need to word it like what's interesting for me in the game, I think is the way to put it. Like how I play this game, what's my play style, what things interest me. For example, Mumbo and the Cobble Farm, I think most people would agree is because he likes that farm. I wouldn't put it in that category, but then again I might put something in the top category if I really liked the farm design, right? So I think I need to, I want to set clearer parameters, which is basically it's to my liking, but I kind of want to establish, well, what is to my liking? What defines that? I've got to figure that out before we start recording it, really. And then the other thing is, oh, so there's two recipes here, is there? I can't remember what the other thing was now, so forget it. Emerald Rain is here, resubscribing for 17 months in a row, saying thank you for all the derpage that has given so many smiles and laughter over the years. I'm glad you've enjoyed the derpage. I've had a very non-derp day today. I've just noticed I've been smart and productive and feel like a derp's coming on, you know. A derp's coming on. I'll find out that I built this entire farm over by 1 block. No. It's not going to happen. Do I need more than that? Yeah, I think I need like a lot more than that is what I need. So we need this, and we need the blue dye, which means that we need yet another shulker box. Here I am trying to make one block, and open up a gazillion shulker boxes. It is how we play this game. It's how the game is supposed to be played, peeps. It's supposed to be like this, right? So if we do that, then we can make a boatload of this. And if I grab some more of them, we'll be able to make lots of the cyan. Yes, there we go. Sweet. Oakley dokley. Let's get our rockets and go back to the top. JK Pro 3000 has resubscribed. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Oh, just subscribing even. I read that wrong. Thank you, JK Pro. Appreciate it. By the way, peeps, I had a dream last night that I was live streaming, and I kept having things pull me away IRL from my live stream, and the noises in my ear kept going on and on and on. And when I came back to the computer, I had to end the stream with like a massive list of people that I couldn't thank, and I felt really guilty about it, and it cracked me up. It's one of those things in dreams that your emotions just get really exaggerated. And you look back on the situation, it just makes you chuckle. And it was one of those ones, I thought it was funny. There was also something else in that dream that later on in the day I remembered. I was like, oh, and that. And I can't remember what it was right now. It's not coming to mind. But there were two things. Is there something in the new update you really dislike, says David and Beak. No, I don't think there is anything that I'm particularly not fond of. I don't think there's anything like that at all. 1, 2, 3, bam, you're going to go over here. Lol, dreams are odd on times, says Hayley Bailey. They're usually mostly pretty odd, unless you rather quickly get to the root of the problem. So, although I don't really have like any sort of streaming anxiety, I think the whole notifications thing is just a anxiety thing, but I think it's more like a work anxiety that's manifested itself into a particular avenue, right? So to me, I think what the dream was kind of getting at is that I tend to get a little bit anxious about the next thing I'm doing and, oh, can I get it done in time and all of this. And I have to kind of periodically calm myself down a little bit and remind myself, I think things are good here on YouTube, don't worry about it, you know, you've been doing this for a long time, it'll be alright, you'll get that video done. But I still have like these, you know, little worry cycles that I go into. I wouldn't call it anxiety because it's sort of well thought about and looked after, like I'm aware of it. But I think that's what it's sort of pertaining to, right? That I have this kind of, yeah, this kind of like worry that I can just fall into sometimes. Just fall into this worrying routine of like, oh, I've got to do this video, I've got to do that video, and worrying about the schedule, which is kind of like where I'm at right now, actually, ironically, just because I've got 3 days off in a row and I kind of want to keep the ball rolling with all that I'm doing. I've been really enjoying Hermitcraft and just trying to keep that momentum going, you know. By the way, everything I'm building right here, I'm just not even thinking about it, I'm just placing blocks. So I got no idea how this is going to look when we're done. I think I might put some ice in here as well. This is a little bit bigger than I had originally thought it would be. But once you come up here and start placing blocks down on your roof, it's just like, oh, I need to do more here. I also wanted to put a light source in, but I think what I'll do is I'll leave a block above here so that light can shine down through the farm in the day. Anyway, this means that I need to go back to my base and pick up some materials. I'm sure there was some other stuff I wanted to get there as well. Oh, I should have looked at that as I was flying away. How useful would you rate the scaffolding block now that you've used them in survival, says Shadow? They're fantastic, they really are. I don't think you're going to want to place dirt scaffoldings anymore. I think that scaffolding block is the way to go. It has a couple of quirky bits about it. I find myself using it and thinking about it like it's a normal block, and so I hold shift and, you know, slowly I'll get my head around how to use it, because you can kind of like climb up and down it and just stop wherever you like, which is really nice without having to hold shift. The other thing is, like, it can be a little bit glitchy if you're not quite in the center of the scaffold sometimes. So there's a couple of things I think need tweaking with it, but for the most part it's fantastic. We've got a noise in the ear from That Master Gamer, resubscribing for 19 months, saying, "Hey X, been a while since I last sub, wish I could catch more streams, but I do enjoy any time I have to watch." Well, that's fantastic. For any stream you're here, I'm glad to have you, and I appreciate your support. And I'm not flying. There we go. I'm trying to do two things and it's not going very well. Okay, let's concentrate for a second, because a rocket will get me all the way over to my little patch. Just down here. Very nice. Smooth. Thank you, the Master Gamer. Also, the Mayhem channel is here, resubscribing for 24 months. That is a Goldie. Sorry, Diamond Face. Excuse me, Diamond Face in chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. We also got Haley Bailey here, gifting a sub to High Voltage. Thank you for gifting the sub, Haley Bailey. Very kind of you to do that. I appreciate you supporting someone in the community with a sub. And also, Oculus42 has subscribed. Oculus, thank you for the support. It is appreciated, and I hope you're all enjoying the stream. It is this right here. Now, in the back of my mind, I know what it is. I know what it is. I actually came here to get these two, maybe even 3 boxes. Yes, I needed them. Ooh, diamonds. Ooh, where did they come from, eh? Where did they come from? Where did you get those wither roses from, Asuma? Where on earth did I get them? Hey X says, "Your Lord Default." Hey Lord, welcome to the stream. X, can you do a Minecraft first day in a new world video, says RB Crafter. What is that? I don't have a new world that I'm in, so I don't really know what that is. Programming and listening to EX while drinking tea. Now that constitutes a good day, says the unknown few. I have a cup of tea right here. And are we 17 minutes in? Oh my goodness me, don't tell me we've been streaming for 17 minutes. Oh, perfect timing, perfect timing. That is some good decaf tea right there. I brought the Asda Super Cheap brand. You know, normally I kind of feel a bit like... I know a lot of branding is psychological, like... there's a bread factory near where I live, and it's kind of known that all the bread that goes through it is the same, but they come out in different packaging, and then, you know, they price it up different. So like one of these brands like King's Meal is like, you know, £2 for a loaf, and then something like the Tesco one is 50p. They're both the same. It's just psychological, you know. One advertises and builds up a brand image, and the other one looks very plain and cheap, and so people tend to gravitate based on whatever their, you know, perception of it is. Anyway, how do we get to all of that? Oh yeah, the tea. So because decaf tea seems to be quite expensive when you get it from an established brand like Twinings or Yorkshire, and I had a bit of a bad experience trying to find a good tasting decaf tea. So I saw the Asda one and I was kind of like, well, oh, I'm supposed to get ice as well. I was thinking this ain't going to be all that. And it's actually the nicest one I tried, and it was the cheapest as well. It cost £1 for 90 bags, and I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with this, but it was good. Yorkshire tea for me has a nice stronger taste than some others, says Drake. My experience of their decaf brand was just it was a little bit fruity and kind of off sort of the regular tea taste, so I wasn't too keen on it. I actually ended up not like consuming the whole pack and giving them away because I didn't like it. Like I didn't tolerate it, basically. Cheesy Katie is here, resubscribing for 5 months, saying, "I love it when I get to spend my mornings with you drinking coffee and folding laundry." Thanks, X. I did a little bit of laundry folding myself today. I always enjoy doing jobs around the house and looking after the place, right? Just being on top of stuff. It's always nice. And it's great to listen to stuff like podcasts when you're doing chores, I've found. You just kind of like get in that nice peaceful zone, just doing the thing you're doing and soaking in all of the podcast. Henkel Max is here, resubscribing for 18 months in a row. Henkel Max, thank you ever so much for your 18 months, 2 Twitch babies of support. Appreciate that. Hope you are having a good time hanging out with us. as we put the finishing touches on this project. I do want to put some lights up here, but now that I've gone for ice again, I think it's going to have to stay dark around here. It might also look a little bit odd, this thing just having like light at the top when the whole thing's going to be dark. Now on the inside here, I may just leave this as is, kind of unfinished at this point, until I think of an idea to do around here. Will you ever do an end-busting stream with another hermit? It would be cool. It would be fun, says Anika Lion. The end-busting thing isn't really my thing. Like, it's a... Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it's just not something that I've done before, I guess. Like, I did do Abba Caving back in the day, but I always found them kind of... Like, once you've done it a few times, it's the same old, you know? So up here, I'm not going to put carpet everywhere, but I am going to put it just over the front. I'm not really going to come up to this space, so if mobs spawn on it, it's not really an issue. But to keep them kind of directly away from the edge, and to keep these blocks looking a tiny bit more interesting and detail and whatnot, we'll throw this in like so. You missed the corner, says Ingster. We'll go back and check. We will go back and check. I did have a feeling like I missed something, so yes we did. Well spotted. This one as well? No, that one we got. Okay, so let's go do a quick check. Yeah, that definitely needs a little bit more height on it. I think it just needs one more layer and then it's good. Alright, let's... Oh, does that mean I'm going to need a boatload more ice now? Because that's usually how it goes. But I got some with me. So fancy schmancy, says I Love Cats. My building, is it fancy schmancy, is it? I mean, this whole build you're looking at right here, none of it was done in creative. It was all just, hey, I kind of know how those work, let's just build one. And what can I say? It worked pretty well. I think the next couple that I do, I might try and do them just in survival again, but also maybe put a little bit more time into thinking how they're going to look. So, kind of like you were doing creative, right? You'd experiment, except doing that mentally. Some mental gymnastics. No, not the same thing. Henkel Max is here. No, I read that one. Jeez, I thought that was new. Ignore me. Checking my noises in the ear. Thought I had a new one. I love how Tower Bay is developing, says Hayley Bailey. Me too. It's also, for the most part, sort of kind of finished. Because... Let's have a look. I've done all the like floor areas, really. I'm sure I'll go and put in a few more details here and there. It's all about building up the towers now, and I'm really glad that we charged full steam into doing this one for the bamboo farm. It was also kind of funny. I spent hours... In fact, you wouldn't have seen this in the episode yet, but I spent ages, like almost 2 hours, trying to figure out the redstone for this farm. And it really... Nothing really suited the vertical style, and the only thing that did would have cost a lot of resources. So I kind of went, do you know what? Why don't I just make this a space to come and chop down the bamboo myself? Like, to get bamboo on a scale, to have a ton of scaffolding, you don't even need it to be automatic anyway, so it kind of works out, I think. Right, let's build this roof segment. I think I know what I want to do here. Ugh, a little bit of a jump, that's what I wanted to do. A little bit of a jump. I have a question about scaffolding now. It's time to do some live myth busting. What if I place it on the side of the block there? No, it won't fall down, but I can build it up. So that's the top of our project right here. And I think what I'm going to do... Ah, that's a bit of pain in the bum. Luckily, this is here. We got noises in the ear for real this time. Ali Bees is here resubscribing for 3 months. And Starry Eyes 313 has resubscribed for 22 months. Incredible stuff, peeps. Thank you as always ever so much for your support. I hope you are enjoying the stream. We're not going to do that now, literally because I ran out of ice. That's the only reason we're not going to do that now. El Mango's bamboo farm will probably fit in a skyscraper. Is that one of those zero tiki type ones? Like, Because I could build that, but I didn't really want to. I don't know. I like those farms, but the problem is they just, because someone else has made it, it just feels so unrewarding to build yourself. Like, when I do a farm that, let's say, Nembom has designed, for example, usually there's some little area where I can do something myself. Like, with the kelp farm we did over there, it still required me to do a lot of figuring out of, like, how big's the thing going to be. Then I had to adapt it for my needs a little bit, you know, figure out some stuff with the water flowing, and then build like a redstone clock for it. So it gave me a lot of things to do myself, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So I don't particularly enjoy these kind of like super powerful micro farms where you don't have to do a single thing. It's like, kind of takes some of the fun out of it. Right, so we're going to put this carpet down, and then this is it. This is the roof. I kind of like the idea of making the scaffolding a little bit bigger there in the middle and making it like a vent. Maybe we could do that. Would it look weird? I don't think it would. So, noises in the ear. Slytro has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Slytro, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed today's stream and have a fantastic time as we hang out here, doing stuff and things. Ah, look, it lets you place it on the side of the block when it knows it can connect. So does that look weird? No, I don't think it does. Kind of looks like a landing pad. Is there more items to pick up? There we go. Oh, things would spawn inside of here as well. So if you were the player, this would be unsafe. So we'll make sure that there is carpet in here as well. And now we need some more. Luckily we've got some. What are you planning to build on today's stream, says Fraser? Planning on finishing this tower, top and bottom. And then after that, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we could do, but I kind of need to do stuff for my next episode, because I'm going to have to try and record it in one day. Right, so we now need to assess if we like the look of this or not. Do you know what? It makes me feel like it's cut off too soon. But I think that's going to have to do. Otherwise I'll be at it all day. It doesn't look so bad. It's kind of cool. That'll do for me. That little nook up the top there. And now can I get to my... Ah, there's creepers at my bed. What you doing here? What you doing here, eh? Suckers. Trying to blow stuff up, are ya? Right, that's right. Get burnt. Get burnt alive. I'm going to drink some tea. Tasty, right. I believe this means it's time for me to record a clip, peeps. Pausing the music. Switching into record mode. Where did it go? Okay, it came back. Also, we need to hear where I was last at. Exclusive previews, episode 820. Okay, I'm very aware that 819 ain't even out yet, and we're recording the next one. Jeez. Indirect has subscribed with Amazon Prime as well. You wouldn't have seen it on the screen, you wouldn't have heard the noise in the ear because we're in recording mode, but Indirect, I got your notification. I appreciate the support. Right, now I'm going to go listen to the last thing I said in that video. Look, I'm holding down shift. I can run over the edge here and see where the block needs to go. Right, so now I know how to go into the next clip so it makes sense, right? Right, you're getting some recording tips here, peeps. You know, listen to yourself back so you know how it's going to flow. Let's start recording and let's do this. So it works, going all the way upwards. We got all of those blocks placed in, and then the top has been finished. There it is. There's now this extra little resting point up the top here. I put carpet on a lot of this stuff here, as you can see, all over the top and down the sides there, but mobs can actually spawn in that space. And if we go into the side of this room, you'll see that I put carpet on the ground so they can't spawn in here. So if you, the player, come all the way up to the top, you should be relatively safe. And then I made the thing here a little bit bigger just because it looked better that way. So that is the top of our farm, skyscraper, whatever you want to call it, thing done. And now we've got to work on the entrance at the bottom. And that, my friends, was very fluid, very fluid. Very fluid. Can you say hello YouTube, but they don't see it in chat, brah? Says Infinite Apple. Not sure quite what you mean by that. Let's pop back to the regular setting with the music. Hello, yes please, thank you. Continue that wonderful music in my eardrum. Also, I will edit on the fly because, like, I got to be productive, right? This is a stream about productivity. You're getting a little bit of that sneak peek behind the scenes. Also, I've got to be productive. I can't believe I can stream and edit. This is so crazy. So, oh, crazy noises in my ear. Jeez, that scared me. Let's edit. So it worked. See, it works. Needs to go. Right, make that gap there a little bit smaller. Edge here and see where the block needs to go. I can't believe I can just. So it works, going all the way upwards. We got all, and then the work on the entrance at the bottom. Right, there we go. Very good, very good. Okay, I'll close. No, I'll leave that open actually. This is a supercomputer, man. I'm streaming. I'm playing music. I'm editing a video, watching it while I stream. Jeez, I could use like a screen capture on this monitor, perhaps sometimes, and then you could see the editing as well. We'll see where it goes. You know, we could go next level with it. So anyway, Joel Kip, my man, resubscribing for 43 months in a row with the emerald face in chat. Crazy, crazy stuff. Thank you, Joel Kip. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hope all is good in the hood, homie. Hope all is going well. We got to build a little room down here now. That's what we got to do. We got to do it. We got to build that little room. Or else. Or else. Or else. Peeps, I've been rewatching Rick and Morty a little bit. I talk in the streams. We talk about, like, you know, shows, Game of Thrones or whatever, and movies, like stuff that I've enjoyed or watched, and like whatever all of you are enjoying. And you would have heard me say, because I always seem to say it, that I don't take a lot of pleasure in rewatching stuff. I get this feeling like I'm wasting my time. Like, I've already seen this. I need to see something new. But I think there is actually quite some value to rewatching something you really enjoy. And rewatching the Rick and Morty episodes, I've watched a few now. There's a couple that are weaker than others. It becomes obvious when they're not fresh that some are not as strong as others. That's cool. That's the same with most shows. But man, is it funny, and boy, do I enjoy it. Feels really good. You know, because you know what you're getting, and you like it. What's your favourite ice cream flavour? Says Shimmy Girl. Oh, what a question. What a question. I think mint chocolate chip is kind of classic. I've always enjoyed that. I like ones like honeycomb. And I like sorbets as well. But best of all, I think vanilla ice cream is fantastic. Actually, I tell you what is my favourite. Right, natural ice cream like Cornish ice cream is absolutely gorgeous. Would you rewatch The Matrix? Says Miss Al. Well, I've seen The Matrix probably over 10 times already. It's funny you say that because literally before this stream, the pre-stream music was Rage Against the Machine's Wake Up. And that is the outro song to the movie The Matrix. And I was thinking, there's a movie I've got to see again one time. That's such a classic. I remember where I was when I saw it as a kid vividly. It like hit me like a ton of bricks. I was too young to really like get it. And I think I was like 13 or something. Too young to really get it. But boy, did it like hit me though. Like I was like, whoa, that was like, I've never seen a movie like that. That was just totally out there, and you know what I'm saying? A bit too young to like really think about it on a deeper level or understand much of it, but just on that surface level of like being entertained, it was fantastic. So what we're going to do down here, I think I'm going to use spruce wood. I feel a calling to the spruce. The spruce is a calling. Let's go put it over to our... that's the one I want. Yeah, to our crafting table so we can make some slabs here. Some good old slabby jabs. Asuma, what model is your phone? Says Naomid. I got a Samsung Galaxy J7. It's an Asian phone. I got it imported. I got it for its battery life, and its battery life is fantastic. It can last like 5 days. It's got a super big battery on it. Okay, so I like that, but it's a bit, if it makes me feel a little bit like too close to the ceiling, I wonder if we bring it down a little bit as well. Sass Muffin is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Sass Muffin, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time hanging out with us. Yeah, that's going to work. Let's now stand on a slab. Like, if we're at this height and the ceiling is there, that feels good to me. I wish they added a bamboo block with all of this. So the one thing that's missing is the bamboo block, right? Like, you want that texture to say, hey, bamboo is here, but we just don't have it. Actually, why don't I put bamboo into this room? I got an idea on how I could do that. Let's go grab the bamboo. Bamboo, where art thou? Bamboo is over here. So I'm going to grab some bamboo. Then I guess we'll probably need grass to put it on. Look, we're opening all the boxes again. I only got to do something simple and I'm opening all of my shulker boxes. Bamboo Blanc. Call it a Blanc, eh? Says Tone Block. Ever got Turkish ice cream X? Says Suckrot. I have not, but I like Turkish Delight. Had some of that the other day. It's always nice. It's weird though. You only have a Turkish Delight on its own. Feels like it'd be something like enjoyed with something else. Because it's just like a big blob of jelly. A delicious big blob of jelly. My stream playback just got jittery. Anyone else experiencing this as the unknown few? Looking at chat, you're the only one at the moment. Okay, so I think what we'll do is bring the room out to this size. Have some bamboo around the edge. And then some walls behind them. I think I might go with bone blocks. In fact, I want to focus on the shape a little bit here. Let's have 3 wide there. And then 3 wide again over here. So 1, 2. So that would be there. Am I? No, I'm not looking at it wrong. I'm just being silly. I'm just being silly. Silly Billy. Okay, this is going to work, I think. I just need to pay attention more than anything. Just joined. What are you doing right now, says Weasel? We're recording an episode of Hermitcraft. By the way, whoa! 1,300 peeps tuning in. Thank you ever so much, everyone. I appreciate it. And you know what I'm going to say. Be sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't done so already, get notified of when I go live on Twitch. I've been streaming on the regular. Next stream will be Thursday if all goes to plan. Stream after that will be Sunday if all goes to plan. So yeah, look forward to those. Right. So then we put in the bamboo at the edges here. And then we just need a block behind it. Now that bamboo is going to go as high as it can go. And it's going to have a light source above it, which will be right where I'm digging here. So then we have to cover that up. I kind of didn't want that to be visible, but I'm not really going to have too much of a choice. I need these blocks now. To go like so. And the noises in the air are rolling in. Let's have a little read of that. Kind of works. Feels like you can almost get away with a stone being here, but no, I think we need a different block behind it. I tell you what it doesn't have. Ah, no, let it grow naturally, and then it will have those. We could actually design that so it alternates. I think I need my axe. Yeah, we could design it so it alternates when it grows. So we got Eerie Eye. I butchered that one. Thank you ever so much for subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Cloaked_X. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Copster says, do you have Netflix? I do indeed have Netflix. I have the net that does flick. Right. Don't even know what that means, but it sounds stupid. And that's what these streams are about. Me being a goofball, and you listening. Hey X, do you play Hypixel Bed Wars? I don't play Hypixel Bed Wars, but I did have my hand in making that game. If you go up and look on YouTube for a game called Rush, can't remember if Rush was the first one we released, but if you go look at Rush on my YouTube channel, that's where the Bed Wars game come from. Hey everyone, I set up a bamboo farm 1.14.1 and the pistons kill my FPS. Any suggestion? Don't use pistons. I know that's not the answer you want. But given 1.14 performance, if you're getting issues, you might have to use alternate methods. One, two, three. That's probably not going to be enough, is it? Hey, this is what I do. I never make enough and then I complain. Didn't I come back here to find the block that goes behind it? You know, I think I might go with stone bricks down there, actually. Because yeah, now that makes so much more sense. We've used stone bricks out here on the outside. So if I grab that and that... actually, you can go back. We'll turn that into stone bricks. We'll throw away dirt and diorite. And I've got one more of those. I can hear a zombie groaning. Yeah, a little bit of mossy, a little bit of cracked here and there. And that'll be the detail that we need. We got noises in here from the buddy 114. Resubscribed for 4 months. And also, Korshti. How do I normally say it? Is that how I normally say it? For 32 months in a row. Thank you ever so much for the wonderful support. We also got Dub IGK. Resubscribed for 8 months in a row. Dub, thank you ever so much for the support. And I hope you enjoy today's stream. Let's also leave the occasional regular stone block in here, right? So we get that nice old sense of variation going on. Looking good so far. I'm going to leave in those 2 stone blocks. We're going to have one of those, a mossy over here, and then the rest can be normal. It's Bogus Bite here with a donation, saying this is a bug. This is a bug, Bogus Bite. Thank you ever so much for your donation, your contribution to the channel. I appreciate it. This is a bug. Feels kind of cryptic. Don't know quite what you're trying to say, but thank you anyway. Appreciate it. Hi, X. Me and my friends. Server's really laggy. We have a ton of villagers. Could that cause the lag? Best to run a debug to figure out what's causing the lag. They can be quite insightful sometimes. And we've got another noise in the ear. It's Zodiac Siren here doing the cheers and throwing those bits, saying cheer, 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 cheer. X, just tuning in from the vet office. How are you doing? I actually managed to get 8 hours of sleep last night. Awesome, dude. That's great. That is good. A good solid 8 hours. You know what I did? I've been feeling like I'm getting 7.5. I've also been really worn out from running a bit, and I've been feeling like, hey, I need to like have a proper 8 hours. And I kind of once again woke up at 5:30. Only had about 7 hours of sleep, and I was like, eh. So I forced myself to have a lay-in. 1.5 hours. I didn't really feel that much better after it. I just kind of felt like a little bit lazier. So I'm not sure if it was a good idea or not. You know, if my body wants to keep getting up and it's good on 7 hours of sleep, then maybe I should listen to it. But it had me slightly concerned. This is wrong. No, is it? It is wrong. I've done it wrong, peeps. I've done it entirely wrong. Get out of here. Can't believe it. I need some Silk Touch shovel now. Even a simple little design like this can take some time, right? But that's because we're taking the time to make sure it's right and it's nice. Okay, then we're going to have 2, and then it's going to be something different going into that space. So this is wrong here. We also got a noise in the ear from Name Leson. Name Leson, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying the stream. Thank you for your subscription. Zodiac and Bogus Bites, again, thank you so much for the contribution to the channel. Appreciate it. Let's throw in some blocks. Right, these ones back here need finagling. Get finagled. I think I'll leave in a fair bit of stone this time. I think it's going to look nicer if all of them have the that thing up there. Or possibly, let's experiment a bit here. Man, full inventory again. Like, let's replant. Let's let it grow to there, and then break that block after, right? So we're going to have all of them, except in the middle. We'll do it slightly different. So it grows to there, and then we pop it off. We're going to need some of that action over here as well. Okay, that's where the new wall starts. Do you think Minecraft's popularity has increased over the past month or so, says Oakburger? Absolutely, yeah, there's definitely been a visible resurgence of interest. No doubting that. It's quite incredible how long this game has lasted for, but then again, kind of not. Like, it's Minecraft, you know, what do you expect? Let's chuck that one up there. So, we need our glowstone next. Right, I'm seeing how I'm getting confused here. I'm kind of skipping ahead of some of the elements. I checked out Rush and I think it's a shame they gave you any credit. It is just the way things go, unfortunately. The ideas just get taken. Back then I had like a smaller community and someone messaged me one day and they were like, hey, these guys didn't credit you for Bed Wars. And I was like, what guys? And I went onto this server and I was like, oh, this is my game on here. And then, because, you know, the culture was to just copy without credit, it just spread from one server to the other and just became a Minecraft thing, right? Like, I am a little bit disappointed, but then again, I often think, like, count your blessings, you know? It's a cool game and lots of people enjoy it now, so that's awesome. And there's a lot of stuff like that in the community. We probably use things all the time that we don't think about who was the first person to do that, who created that, who came up with this first. Sometimes ideas, tips and tricks and things that you learn in the Minecraft game, they just get spread because they're good, right? So that's the real value in what I did there. It's just a good idea got used, you know, and passed around and became a part of like the Minecraft game. It's like Spleef. I mean, back in the day we had Spleef, and someone had to come up with that, and I don't think anyone knows the name of whoever made that game, right? Okay, so far so good. It's all growing the way I want it to. We can use bone meal on these, I just realised. Anyway, then going down here, do you know what? I feel like there's 2 little stone bricks over there, and that. Then going down here, these walls are going to become different now. Let's start kicking out the blocks. Use string on top of the bamboo to stop it from growing. I think... Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. I was about to say, I think when it's got that, it's at the top. But there you go. We might use string for some height variation. But I kind of like the fact that we can have them with 2 on them as well. It's interesting how you can manipulate it. Never really gave too much thought to that. Now, it kind of looks to me like we should follow that down here. And then we could actually rip that out and turn it around. And I think down here we can get away with it being a little bit kind of mucky. The thing is, does this entrance want to be a little bit bigger than that, do you think? Does this entrance need... This entrance probably needs to look more than an entrance rather than an opening. So let's go grab our shovel. Rip out the blocks here. And think about how we could do that differently. Think with some different like shapes of this, we could perhaps open it wider. I think we're gonna have to do that basically. Make the whole thing bigger. Let's put slabs coming all the way up to here. That seems like a likely thing. Now, did random just randomly stop? It randomly stopped again. Please, this sounds like an Evil X song. This one. Is this a secret entrance? That's how it looks right now, says Orbiterfold. No, it's not. It should be like a obvious entrance, right? Like here's the way to get to this thing. So by making it wider, I'm hoping we can achieve that. And then there's a floaty one here. So maybe it's actually not the stone bricks that we want to work with there. As just a thought. Do we have... Put a dirt block there. So maybe what I'll do is use some stairs here. We've got to sleep in the bed first. We got noises in the ear from Decrypt. Decrypt Triple T. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Also, Orf Lynn is here resubscribing for 6 months in a row. Thank you ever so much for half a year's support. Truly do appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I just realised something, right? I've got a cup of tea here. I need to drink more of it. Mm. Ivan the Minecrafter says, haven't heard Byrocratic on stream for a while, X. Yeah, we were talking about Byro the other day. Same issue as Mumbo. It gives away permission. Well, let's not actually say what they do. Let's say more specifically what the situation is. You can get a license to. In fact, I think I think Byro's Creative Commons 4, which is supposed to be the most open. But I don't know if this is like Byro or they're just ignorant to the situation. But the samples don't appear to be cleared at all. They get claimed. So they're probably giving away that license illegally. And I've talked about this a lot lately, and I'm pretty sure it's a topic that some people just tune out on. But for anyone who hasn't heard it, like I have some experience with how attributing copyright and licensing in music works, and basically it's a real headache because there are terms that get lofted around like royalty free and free to use, etc., that just quickly are not what they appear to be. And Mumbo's just recently gone through that, and essentially that's what happens with Byro's music, right? It happened to me. All the Byro music I ever have used has been claimed despite it being on a Creative Commons 4 license, which means I should be able to use it commercially. But the thing is, I don't think Byro actually clears the samples. I think however they publish their music, they're probably doing it illegally, you know, just saying, here you go, here it is, and there's so much music out there on the web it doesn't get enforced, you know. So yeah, that's why we don't use Byro's music. Let's go to this one. I think it's got to be cyan, right? Been using that all over this build. So I think I can see where this is going now. Oh, there was something I wanted to put in this room, and this is the perfect opportunity to do it. Now I was thinking I would put wood there. If we put wood through this gap, it actually no, I don't think wood would work there. Wood would work there, peeps. Wood would work there. What else is annoyingly tongue-twisting like wood? Would the wood wold this wooden space? Nah, jeez, I'll give up. Yeah, that's kind of fantastic for what I have planned next. Oh, this is actually looking really good. There's just that moment there where I'm like, oh, it's coming together. I'm like, oh, a piece of candy. X, how are you able to play Minecraft with the screen mask on all the time? Doesn't that block your sight? It's, you know, it's just one of those things. You get used to it, right? You just kind of get used to it. You figure it out. How many spaces is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so I need to make 20 barrels is what we're going to make next. And we're nearing the end of this, so it's time to start packing away some materials, I think. Pack some of these away. I think I put one of those in the wrong spot. Do need to build a path out here as well. But I've got enough space now to do the barrels. Excuse me. Oh, I keep burping. It's my dinner's going down. Right, we got more noises in the ear. Elliot and Hopes is here resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying, "Hey X, thanks for making my day every day." Oh, thank you for the lovely message, buddy, and the support. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope your day is made. Joel Kip says, X, admit it, you're just recording your episodes like this because your build team you introduced us to in April has quit. Shut up, you. Lies. Nothing but lies. I think I need 40 slabs, right? Oh, that's brilliant. Right. And that's definitely more than 40. Cool. Let's just make all of that and let's just get this done. Right, so I need more of the logs now. Okay, those can go back in. Alright, let's do it my way this time. I'm going to make 3 like that first of all. And then we only need 1 more. I'll hold on to those for now. Okay, so let's go put the barrels in. Fear My Paintbrush says, my high school actually makes us take a week-long course on copyright laws for things like images, music and such. We make presentations all the time for projects, so they want us to know the ins and outs of all that legal stuff, and it's way more complicated than what it's made out to be, says Fear Army Paintbrush. Absolutely, you got it right on the mark there. It's way more complicated. Even using royalty-free samples, for example, can be really complicated depending on how you're licensing your music. And I think a lot of people think, like, you know, you play a song and go, listen to my song, you can listen to it for free, and that's okay. Depends how you made it. Depends how the person is going to use your free music. If they use it commercially, then whoa, off go the sirens. You know, if you used some sort of downloaded software, then quite possibly the sirens go off. Maybe even if it's not pirated, maybe you have to buy, maybe use free software, but you have to buy a licensed or some sort of licensing thing to distribute music from it. Like, there are all kinds of variables that are just ugh. Right, I'm going to throw some stuff away now. And I'm probably ready to record again. I think I know how I want to make this roll, but let's eat our food. And let's read the other noise in the ear. Epileptic fish bag, or flishbing. Why did I read that as fish bag? Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. I probably absolutely butchered your name there. So yeah, I apologise. Badger says Joe Hill's skip. Oh yeah, so Joe Hill's time skip, is it? I see how it goes. Let's go listen to that clip back. Work on the entrance at the bottom. Ah yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? Right, here we go, peeps. We're doing more recording now. Alright, here we go. So the chess monsters have returned. I thought it was a simple project, but oh no, we got all of these. Also, is there some string in one of these chests? I think there is string in here. I can see that there is string in here. We might use this because our entrance is really simple. You walk in, there's some barrels. I think I might store some bamboo in here, you know. And then if we look around this room, you'll see that we got these at different heights. And what we've learned is that if they grow all the way to the top, they generally have one of these, although these have actually got two. I've kind of lost track of what we've done in here. But this one over here, for example, had a block on top of it, like that one. And then when it grew up to the next level, it had two of these leafy ones. So that is like that. Let's put some string there and keep that one a little bit lower. And then we'll put string there, so that one can only grow that tall. Basically, we want a little bit of variation. So maybe this one not actually having any leaves might look kind of cool. And this one over here, I think, as well will go. So we're using the string to stop them growing any further is the idea. Did I put string there? I did. And that's the entrance. Nice and simple, right? Very light, very easy on the eyes. And that's this project finished. Right, now I can go back to my normal voice. Hello, YouTube. Right, let's track that up here. Let's go and throw it in the editing. Let's get that music rolling back. There's that music. There's that music. I need to put hotkeys down for this now. I think I already have one actually for switching the scenes. I just don't think to use it, do I? Okay, right, editing. I mean, it's possible that I could make a scene capture for my editing software and just switch that and you can see me edit. Work on the entrance at the bottom. So the chess monsters have returned. And that's this project finished. Cool, alright. That's great, that's great. Let's go ahead and tidy up. Burglar says, really cool watching you actually make the episodes. Yeah, I've had a lot of positive feedback so far on it. I mean, basically it's like a live stream, and then I just do a little clip. So it's kind of the same with something new. That's the way I look at it. And peeps have really responded to it, so it's all good. It's all good in the hood, homie, you know? Do you know what I am saying? Joel Kip says it's so trippy to hear two assumers talk at the same time. Oh man, that gives me some ideas, that does, for like a trippy video with just like I walk into a room and there's loads of assumers and they all start talking to each other. That would be pretty crazy. How to get the cracked sandstone, says Kendrick. I don't think there is such a thing as cracked sandstone. There's cracked brick though. So I'm going to put the stone in that one. I think we had a chest over here for... No, the scaffolding one ended up picking back up. Right, so that's where all my scaffolding goes. Gonna need those golden carrots. Bamboo going here. Now the inventory's relatively tidy again, I guess. Let's go and pull back all of the ones that need putting away. I also need to sleep in my bed, don't I? I need those. I need those ever so much for our next activity. Right, keeping it organised, peeps, keeping it organised. The slobs has disappeared from my screen. Let's get it back. There we go, we're all on top of the noises. Excellent. By the way, I can hear people hitting that follow button. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the follow button. Get notified of when I go live. I'll be streaming Sunday and streaming Thursday. We got an emerald face in chat and on the screen. It is Comboy. Resubscribing for 36 months. That's 3 years, Comboy. Thank you ever so much for 3 years of support. Fantastic. Thank you for sticking around for so long. Appreciate it. Appreciate is my... it's probably my most said word in these streams. What a good word to have said many times over. Appreciate. That's something to think about right there. What do we appreciate? What do we have? You know? What are we thankful for? Tell you what I'm thankful for. Golden carrots! Let's go get some... Jeez! Oh my goodness me. Oh, do you know what I'm not thankful for? No, I won't. I won't. Hex, what are your opinions on the new textures? Personally, I can't stand them. This is Duke Dragon. I love them. They're fantastic. Dude, just let go of any kind of like, feeling. Just go, whenever you feel like that, come on man, it's a game, it's nonsense. Just let it go, soak in the textures, you'll get used to them, and you'll find they're really fun actually. They're fantastic, I do like them. Okay, so, I had a deal with, yeah look, I had a deal with Impulse that I had a discount, but I'm not going to bother with that because I'm streaming and I can't be bothered to figure it out. So, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and guess what peeps? This time it's going to be even more special when I record, and you'll find out exactly why. You will find out exactly why. So my friends, I spoke to Iskal. So my friends, I spoke to Impulse, and he's stocked up the carrot shop with just enough for us to fill up our golden carrot box again. We did have a discount last time, but do you know what? I don't care. I want all of these, and I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to put them in here. But that is actually where we are going to be wrapping up this episode. So if you have enjoyed it, then please do leave a like. As always, thanks for that. It supports the channel. I hope you've been enjoying the Hermitcraft episodes. They've been a lot of fun to record and stream. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge for all the people watching on the stream right now. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in another one. Bye-bye. There you go. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's you. Oh, you're watching. Let's get the music rolling. Let's get the live stream setting back. And, yeah, got all my gold... Oh, sweet. Got my golden carrots. Cod, get out of my life, Cod. You're no longer needed. Be off with you. Be off with you. Okay, that can go in there as well. Sweet. That was some good business right there. I think Impulse collected all his other diamonds as well. Sweet, alright, and I have my Silk Touch. Cool, we just finished recording the episode. Now I wonder if my computer could render while streaming. I'm not going to do that. That would be hilarious if it could. That would literally be hilarious. Okay. So in goes this. On it goes up there. And now we do our editing. So look, here's the bit. And that's this project finished. So my friends, I spoke to Iskal. Iskal, you idiot! You idiot! It's Impulse. And that's this project finished. So my friends, I spoke to Impulse, and he's stocked up the carrot shop with. Yep, it's all good. Cross effects. Just dragging the last bits and bobs around, so when I leave the computer after the stream to go exercise, I'll have everything ready to render. Sweet, that's the whole episode done. Nice, that was a fun episode. Saved, closed, right, back to normal business. But peeps, there might be even more episode-y stuff going on right now. Can't you use your old computer for the rendering during the stream, says Dragon Plays? Nope. I had to put my license on this computer to use the software over here. Didn't there used to be like a crystal there? That's kind of concerning. Oh, it might have vanished because it's an entity. Huh. Didn't think about that. Apple Tree Troll says this is confusing. And so does Blue Ghost Monster. I'm just recording an episode while I stream, right? And you just heard the end of it. Like the way this road ends here. That portal really needs to be like on a platform here. It's just a lowly like day one platform down in the ground. Are passive mobs entities, says Ivan Minecrafter. Yes, they are. Well, it's not funny, says spoilers. Exclusive previews. So the next thing that I wanted to do was record a little bit of fun footage. Like for a time lapse. But, ooh. Oh, are we full on cactus? We are full on cactus. I'll have to deal with that another day. I'm not entirely sure if I should rush this or not. I think I can do it in a way where I'm not going to rush it, which is good. Also, what is the distance between each of the scaffoldings? I want to check this out now. Like, if I go here and then go there, it's actually the... No, wait. That's not the way to experiment here. Let's try again. Alright. I may have lost one, but that's fine. Okay, so... If I go up... Oh, wait. No, it was floating. Okay, yeah. Right, just wanted to check. No, let's do that again. Man, I am doing a terrible job of explaining myself and talking in sentences. Right, where does it drop down? Ah, one more. Kind of wish it was one less. But whatever. It'll do. Okay, so let's go use our bamboo farm and make lots and lots of scaffolding is the idea now. Alrighty. So this is the first time using the farm. I feel like I could record this as well, actually. It's not the most exciting thing, really, is it? Oh my goodness me, that is causing some lag immediately. That's all the blocks breaking, basically. Woohoo! It's making some noises. Do you know what's going to help here, though, is doing that? There we go. Use your sword, please, someone says. It's the same, isn't it? For the axe and the sword? It's a lot of bamboo. It's just slow to collect. And my inventory's full immediately. Right, this is why we got a room down below, peeps. This is why... Do you know what we didn't put down here? A crafting bench. Could have done with that. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll stash all of this up here for a moment. Right, that seems smart, doesn't it? I want to put some hoppers below, says Call Me Hugger. Well, they won't pick up the bamboo, so if we put down a minecart, then we've got to build a massive minecart system. I went through all of this in my episode, but the episode hasn't gone out yet. So, you'll understand my thoughts and reasoning at some point in the future. It will collect it for you, says Call Me Hugger. Yeah, I'm aware of how hoppers work. I've used them plenty of times before. With this one, because of the vertical nature of the farm, the best design I could come up with would mean you would have a ton of pistons and redstone stuff, and I just thought, I think I'd rather just have a manual farm here that I come and chop down like this. Just do it different for once, you know? Don't always have to automate stuff. And we're going to get so much of this so easily that we'll do it once in a while and it won't be too much of a bother. It is a little bit frustrating that moving around is kind of tricky. That's the only thing I think sort of sucks about it. Is that it's not quite as quick as something like sugarcane where you just run around like a headless chicken collecting it all. You gotta jump and navigate a little bit and focus and make sure you pick up all the stuff, but it's doable. You know, we've got many, many stacks already. Sometimes manual labour is fun, says Pastel Meow. Exactly, yeah. Sometimes you just want to be playing Minecraft and not have the game play it for you. Pef says, why not use Il Mango Zero Tick 20k bamboo per hour system? As I explained before, I don't find it very fun to like use someone else's farm when it's an all-in-one job done situation, right? I like it when you do something, either you design it yourself, or if you use someone else's farm, you still have a bunch of things that you input into it, right? Like you gotta make it work in your situation or your environment. Maybe you got to build a redstone clock for it. Like, I like it when you have some input on the whole, how does this farm work, like, and what components are there, and what can I do, what am I doing here, as opposed to just doing something someone else built. It's not as fun, and so I'm not really that interested in that type of farm, just because all the work's already been done. I want to do some of the work, you know. That's what the game is really fun at that level for me. I mean, it is pretty hard to avoid what the Psycraft crew do these days. You know, I'm not going to be able to come up with that zero tick stuff because I don't really understand it, but it's hard to avoid what they do. They've you know, created so many innovations and things that you want to take advantage of, but when it goes all the way to the point where you don't have to lift a finger, like that's no longer fun for me. Sam says, my server prohibits using zero tick farms because they think it's an exploit. It is an exploit. Like, clearly it is. I mean, you know, we can have a debate about what should and shouldn't be farmable, or mob farms, exploits, and in a way they are, but they've become very accepted. But stuff like that, I think, is literally just taking advantage of code and exploiting it, right? There's no way that's intentional game design. It could be intentional game design if this were the type of game that was made for that, but it's not really, is it? So it's exploiting, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's really cool that they come up with stuff like that. It's just, it is exploiting, and if you're playing on a server where they say it's an exploit, probably best to just respect that. How many times have you accidentally hit that scaffolding in the middle so far, says Gilroy? 0, actually. 0. Zero at all. It's totally amazing game design right there, says Emergency. Totally amazing game design. We know it's not intentional, though. Okay, filling up this bamboo, aren't we? It's a good thing I put these barrels here. My next idea is just to fly back up to where we were, really. Whew. We've got a noise in the ear from Jab Channel, resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying, what are we doing on stream today? We were recording an episode of Hermitcraft. That's what we were doing. Appreciate your 2 months of support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And having a good time. Thank you again. Talismancer is here, resubscribing for 12 months. That's a goldie face in chat right there. Talismancer, thank you for your 12 months, 1 year of support. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed all the streams. Crazy, isn't it? 1 year. 1 whole year. I've been doing this stuff for like approaching 8 years now. It's bonkers. Right. And we'll go out this way this time. Should have done that a moment ago, shouldn't I? PM Itchy says, the server I play on will ban AFK fish farm, and if you use it you will end up spawning a mob that you can't kill. They also took the books out of the fishing loot. Ah, that's the clever way to do it. Adjust the fishing rod table thing. Is there a bunch of like armor stands back there behind me or something? I've left the hitboxes on, yeah. What is that going on over there? Oh, they're item frames on the ground. Oh, it's the cookie thing up in the sky, yeah. It's the old cookie thing. Vinny.Dash says, I don't think they should patch things like the Iron Titan because it's such a hard thing to build. It's rewarding. Yeah, I think what they need to do is just take a proper stance on it and make it clear where they stand with iron farming. It just seems to reside in this place where you get the feeling they don't want it. Do they want it? They say they won't. They say they will change things. Stuff breaks. Like, I think they should... If they want to take care of it and make the community happy, just come out with some sort of something or other that says, hey, you know, iron farming, this will be the standard. This is what you can do. I think what they don't want to do is probably advertise it to all players, though. No, they don't want to make it a anyone can do this type thing, right? Probably want to just keep it among the technical peeps. Right, that is a lot of scaffolding, which is good, because I want a lot of scaffolding. And peeps, we're going to try and do some recording again. The thing is, this time I won't need to change my settings on my screen, so we can continue streaming like normal. What I'm going to do is bring on a camera account, and I think I can record with OBS at the same time. Apparently stream says hi. So Ren is streaming, I see. With the cooldowns on summoning iron golems, I think an iron farm is pretty balanced now, says Bulgala. I think how much you need may sway that in a different direction, right? Like if you're used to playing with a lot of iron, you might disagree. However, what I will say is that by lowering it this much, they've kind of made a little bit of a problem where, like, if you want to now get a lot, you put a lot of impact on the server. I think they need to just come up with a way of saying, look, this is how much you can farm, and it won't destroy your server by playing with that, right? That's what they need to find. Okay, I'm going to store that there temporarily. And now we're going to boot up my camera account and bring that on the server. There's a reason I wanted to do that, by the way. I think we're going to make my life sort of easy-ish. Yeah, let's go with stacks of 24. That's what we'll do. Right, so I'm going to get my camera account on here now. You won't be able to see it, I believe. Let's double check the game isn't going to pick it up. It's not picking it up, that's good. This should mean I can fire up OBS and have OBS record while we're streaming. OBS, you're going to record? So let's see what happens. If the stream just crashes or something like that, you know why. Oh, it's not doing it now. It's not picking it up. Oh, that's because the wrong OBS picked it up. Okay, so if I do that, now the right OBS has got it. Okay, cool. Cool. So I want to frame this thing looking upwards. I'm going to press F1. Going to hit records. That's working. It would appear that I am now recording there. Sweet. I have to minimize it though. Ooh, I'm not sure if that angle's correct. Let's get more height on the angle. Okay, I've got something going for us now. Sweet. Alright, I'm just going to build this up and I'll look back later and hope it all looks good, you know. Hey Asuma, how come you never use a texture pack? I'm literally using a texture pack. Several of them. But I know what you mean. Why do I play with the vanilla game? There's a very good reason for that. I just think like the default is fine. I think the default looks fantastic. I like the simplicity of it. I like the cleanness. And in my mind, texture packs don't always look that pretty, especially realistic ones. I don't know why like realism and shaders is that popular, because it kind of goes against the aesthetic of Minecraft. Like, it looks good because it's not like that, is what I often think. But anyway, another reason is because it's most palatable for audiences. Like, one of the things that put me off watching Minecraft videos when I used to watch them a lot was when someone played in a texture pack. I only really myself watched people play with the default textures. That's the default game. I find it really difficult to watch like a building tutorial or someone's showcase when they're not using the default textures, because then it's like, well, what am I looking at? Because you can modify the game, you can modify the game's look, you can do all sorts of things, and if we don't play to the same standard, then your build that you're showing off might not translate. So I just tend to stick to the vanilla and default. What about Faithful 32, says Thamso? I can tolerate that, but again, it just, you know, why does it need to be 32? It looks great in 16 in my opinion. Okay, look at that. We are building up a big old scaffolding frame. I'm only doing it from one side, you might have noticed, and that is because Oh wow, that almost looks like too much. Like maybe I should have gone for 12s. Yeah, we can always do them different one to the next, right? So this next one, why don't we go 16? We'll do 16 on each of them now. I forget that you fall in. Uh-oh, that did not do what I expected it to do. Okay, so maybe don't hold shift. There we go, don't hold shift. So you've got to hold shift to place, and then you've got to not hold shift. It's very confusing. So shift, not shift. What are you building? Says please give Mevbucks. We're building scaffolds for our towers. We're kind of creating the hype and the tension of like, it's coming, you know what I mean? It's a coming, watch out for it. Hey, assuming the new coordinates data pack on Vanilla Tweaks isn't working for me, unzipping the file. La 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 la. Yeah, it didn't work for Impulse either, so we're going to have to look into it. I haven't had a chance to do that myself yet. In fact, I have the data pack running on here right now, so I could do a little test. If I go trigger, CH, toggle, it works for me, unfortunately, so... Oh! Okay, that happened. That was a funny noise. Fell off the scaffolding. That's not supposed to happen. How did that happen? I can't even remember what buttons I was pressing. And land. Sweet. Thought I was holding shift. Yeah. Peeps are saying, nice save. Saved. I was expecting y'all to say derp. What's this about save? That's not what I do. Are you forgotten who you're watching? Y'all always call me a derp. Now you're telling me I saved the day? What's going on? How can I trust all of y'all now? Now you're saying derp, eh? Needed reminding, didn't ya? You needed some reminding there. Right, now this one I know for a fact isn't going to be as big. So this is as big as it's going to get, peeps. I also think I'd like to modify the scaffolding a little lower down as well. But this is cool. I'm really enjoying this. This is like an awesome new thing to do. Right, so if I click on the side when I hold shift, I think we place on the side. So, this is going to be tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one there is the 8th one. No. Now, oh, this is so... Shift. Oh, I just managed to do it. Okay. I don't know if it's 100% correct or not, but that's the way we're going to do it now. Okay, so we... got to be careful. Got to be careful. So we did 24, then 16, then 16 again. That's kind of an awkward number to work with, really. Ah, now here it's a little bit different again. Cool. I might just... no, I won't. Okay, so we're going to put a stack and 8, I think, every time, right? A stack and 8? No. 16, 16, 24. So 32 and 24 is like 56. That's going to be especially annoying. Isn't that like 7? No, how would I do that easily? Like that. Yeah, that is the way we do it. I got a noise in the ear. I'll read that in just a second. Okay, so we'll do a couple more and hope that's enough. Cool, alright, let's continue. We got Apollo! Resubscribed for 12 months in a row! Apollo, thank you ever so much for 12 months of support. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you are having a good time hanging out with us, enjoying it. The chords data pack is great. The only thing I'm missing is to keep going back and forth to the F3 screen is for the exact direction you are looking. Ah, yeah. I know what you mean when you line up with an elytra. Well, that's probably possibly possible. I mean, maybe we could expand on the data pack in the future and let you customize it a little bit, like what you want to see on there. Because being able to see exactly what direction you're facing is pretty useful when you know what you're doing. Snaggy says, what's better than watching an next stream? Watching an extreme whilst eating pistachios. I've never been a fan of pistachio nuts, but I do like snacking on some nuts. I've been enjoying some cooking. I tell you what, right? I tell you what, time and time again, buying Whole Foods is so much cheaper. When I went to the shopping the other day, I had a real health kit because I had watched some videos of like some food that you should eat and reasons to eat it, right? Like some healthier ones. So I went, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and get like a whole bunch of healthy, fresh foods and cook it all up, right? And my whole shop cost me under 20 quid. It was amazing how cheap it all is. And I ended up buying some stuff I don't normally buy, like mushrooms and kiwi and all kinds of stuff. It was really delicious and tasty. Anyway, I cooked up some pita breads, which is lovely. Pita breads with some mushrooms, some garlic, a bell pepper was in there. What was the other thing? A load of spinach and some chicken inside of a pita bread. And oh my goodness me, was it good. I really enjoyed it. And then today I had like chickpea curry with peas and carrots and chicken again. And like this is all just like fresh foods, home cooked stuff. Just cooking it myself. Right, this is just absolutely bonk. Oh wow. How did I calculate that so wrong? We did 20. Oh, we did 24 then 16 and then we stopped. Huh. How did I get that so wrong? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Fear My Army says Ren is on his way, he's planning shenanigans. I hope not. Because I am recording a time lapse here. Oh, what am I doing? I just need to keep from there. Ah! Okay, there we go. Yep, like that. Just double checking with myself. Okay. No, we did do... Oh, 24 then... Yeah, I totally goofed it. I totally goofed the numbers on this scaffolding. Confused myself again. Why don't you stream on YouTube, says Savage Gamer. I have a contract here on Twitch to stream on here. Just joined back for the stream. What's the chords and timer on the bottom for? Oh yeah, it's just our coordinates HUD data pack. If you want to check that out, it is on my second channel on YouTube. There's probably a link below the stream and all of that. So let's get rid of these ones now. We're probably going to lose some of these. It's fine. They're always going to be lossy like that. Okay, then let's try and pick some of them back up. And then pick up the ones down here. So let's hope that the recording went well. Looks like the recording probably went pretty well for that one. I'm going to move it. In fact, I'm going to stop recording and then start again. Going to move it somewhere else now and go for a different angle. So I'm just looking around with my camera account, and if I want to put in a tall one, I think here's probably going to be a good spot. So this time I'm going to go real tall. We'll go 64 blocks up each side to begin with, and then we'll build out from there. So I've got my view settled. This looks really nice. And now we'll go back to the other account. So we're still recording. We've got noise in the ear. Cheers and bits from Connecticut saying, what things do you use for the camera account? I'm using OBS for the camera account. Let's see. Right, we need to pick up more of these then. And I use Slobs to stream, which is Streamlabs OBS. Both are free. Okay, is this one here that I'm using? Yep. For a second there I was thinking, what if I went to the wrong place, you know? Because that would be a typical thing for me to do. We need a way up. Now we got one. Do you know who that lol sign is by your chest? Lol sign? I'm not sure of the lol sign. How do I want to do this? Where do I want to put these? Should we go on the outside again or on the... I think we'll go on the inside. That's going to force this one to be a very slim. So we'll actually go with here, which means we're going to use significantly more scaffolding. So if I want to do a stack of each, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stacks. So 3, 4... Yeah, we're going to need to make some more, basically. Super random question, but what block was used for the 2 white buildings? They look really nice. The 2 white buildings. That one's quartz and that one is white concrete, if those are the ones that you mean. This area is incredible. Oh, and that really does work. That really does build some suspense, right? It makes you think, oh, what's going to go there? What's this going to turn into? Scaffolding can make the world so much more like lived in and can give it stages. It's wonderful. I'm down with the scaffolding block. I think that's possibly the best block in this game. Or at least in this update, right? I think we can go for a little bit more, actually. Let's take out half a stack and just fill it to the brim, you know? My inventory, that is. Can you show me how the cactus farming, says Justify. If you go watch my episodes of Hermitcraft series, there is a massive cactus farm inside of that tower. The idea is to put farms in each of the towers. Like, they're going to have melon and pumpkin farms inside of them. Although, that'll have to wait for later on in the season when I'm not so busy. Because, like right now, we're recording stuff for a video and I'm pressed for time and trying to get things done. Okay. So, let's do this. Right, we've got the time lapse going. And I probably should have started at the other end because you see that one first, but 1 stack at a time, all the way up. And we got a noise in the ear from JXSH, subscribe with Amazon Prime, and a crazy noise in my ear. What was that crazy noise? What on earth was that? Right, now we do this one. Am I doing it in the right spot? I am. We also got MKVII, resubscribed for 10 months. There's a Twitch baby right there. Thank you ever so much, MKVII. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Have a good time hanging out with us. Scaffolding reminds me of the old construction sprites in old SimCity games, says Serge Bethany. Sir, I feel like I'm totally butchering your name. Of course I am. Does he read this, says Hermit's a call. Ren has a wandering trader's head. That is quite the sight right there. Quite the sight. What was I reading? I totally forgot. That distracted me big time. Okay, next one. He's still there staring at me. And he's holding oh, Ren's been doing some raids. Look at that. Totem of Undying right there. And we've got a noise in the ear from Resting Griffin. Resubscribe for 20 months in a row. Thank you ever so much for 20 months of support, dude. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Say hey to Ren for us. I can do that. I can do that quickly. Let's type it in. Right, next one. Oh yeah, we've got those brown mushroom cows down there. He's not wearing wigs. Punch him off the building, says Skitzer. I don't want to start any combat right now. We're recording a time lapse. And I like it to go smoothly. Okay, up goes another. Oh my goodness me, that's extraordinarily high. I shouldn't have looked up. I feel like I might have gone over the top now. I might have gone over the top with this one. It doesn't mean we have to build it that high. This is what's so cool about the scaffolding. It's so easy to get a lot of it that it's just a fun block, right? And we can go absolutely ham with it. Nolan says, how long do you think this season will last? This season's going to be well over a year. I've never played, like, no Hermitcraft season has been this fascinating and interesting for this long. I would like to do another big group project thing though. I really wish we could figure out like a mini game that's got legs inside of Minecraft, like something you'd want to play over and over again in survival, and then kind of like gamify it and have like a long-standing thing. You know, maybe build an arena, and you know, PvP is the go-to thing, but PvP is just very done in this game, I think. It'd be nice to figure out some kind of cool new replayable little mini game. Nina Jackson says, yeah, 5 got kind of boring halfway through. This one's been insane. I think the problem with 5 was that by choosing to all be on separate islands and be isolated, we really did isolate from one another. I mean, we knew that would happen, right? But we didn't realise that that wouldn't be so fun, I guess. I am going to break this one and do it again, which you might think makes me a crazy person, and maybe it does, but here is why. I'm going to do that and put that there. So what I'm going to do this time that's different is only go up by 16 blocks to begin with. Okay, then we will come up to here. And this time, yeah, in fact, I was going to keep pillaring up, but what we'll do now is do all of this. Ah, and because the corners are outstretched, it makes doing this super easy. Well, that's fantastic. That really is. Now I want to not accidentally use my split stack of 16. Well, isn't that something, right? Scaffolding for the win. Can you say it? I can say it. Right. Now it's going to go there. Yep, and then up to the next level. Sweet, let's keep doing this. Are you recording a time lapse this time? It's so cool. Yes, yes we are. Scaffolding is fantastic once you understand how to use it, says Crom the Pal. Absolutely, yeah. It really is. I think it might be my favourite block. Oh, it's blocking this update. Okay, let's flip that down here. It's a good thing we crafted all of that scaffolding because we are really tearing through it. Also, is scaffolding easy to get? I think the fact that there are cave spider spawners and spider spawners means, yeah, you can kind of grind out the string. But if it weren't for that, I think, you know, if you had to build a big mob farm to get your hands on this, it would be a debate as to whether it was worth it or not. Because I see this as now a sort of early game block in a way. You know, not a crazy difficult one to get your hands on. Where's your camera, dude? Says Cone Man. It's somewhere up there. We won't be able to see it though. And now we go this way. Now we need another stack. Alrighty, we're getting there. You can ask Grian for some mini games, yeah. Well, I'm sure if he came up with him, he'd be pretty quick on making it happen. So, if he's got one, I'm sure we'd see it, if you know what I mean. Freddie says, "Hey man, how was your day? My day's been fantastic. Thanks for asking. Been productive. I wish I hadn't had my lay-in though." Oh, that one's just one. Some of them are just one taller. That's kind of weird. Like, I could understand one of them being one taller, but there's a couple of them that are. That's really strange. I wonder if there was like a glitch where it went nope and didn't place it, or something happened there. I don't know quite what. I like the Season 5 gaming area. If 1.14 means the season is going to be super long, I hope the second includes some games like that. Well, we can build a game at any time we like. I, of course, have built one and then haven't played it. The fact that we don't have a gaming district doesn't mean you can't build a game. We just decided to decentralize that and not make it a thing. We wanted to make the areas themes. Right, now I've got to get a look at that from elsewhere. That is not as big as the one over there. That's actually pretty good. I think if I could redo that, I'd probably make it about 8 blocks smaller, but that's fantastic. And again, coming into this area now, we've set a real expectation for things to get built up. It's so cool. I love this scaffolding. I even think it looks good around the base here. Like, it adds some extraness to the fact that the base is part of the build. I might play with that a little bit more. Pastel Meow is here, resubscribing for 2 months. Pastel Meow, thank you ever so much for resubscribing, I appreciate it. Right, I'm doing my computery stuff and making sure that the time lapses are recorded. Wow, that one that we just did wasn't very centered, but I can fix that in post. Right, let me go drag my recordings into a folder. Episode 821. Here we are, right? 819 ain't even out yet, and we're recording 821. Crazy. Crazy. I'm going to exit my camera account, and that'll allow me to see how long we've been streaming for as well. Okay, we are actually way beyond the time that I set for myself, which is fine, which is fine. So we're going to pivot here and do something different for the rest of this stream. So let's wrap this one up, and let me just say the usual thanks to everyone. I'm now going to be recording another video which you can have your own input on. Yeah, you can have your own input on. The chat will be, like, I'll be streaming, the chat will be there, but you will be able to, I will be able to read the chat, but there won't be noises on the screen and all of that. So the stream is about to restart. If you don't want to stick around for this next thing that we're doing, then I recommend you go watch Ren, who's streaming on the server as well. We're doing the Minecraft Farms tier list, and I'm going to turn it into its own little video. So that is the end of this stream, and stick around if you would like to catch the recording that I'm going to do, and it will start in literally a moment. Alright, thank you peeps, bye bye.